Cardiopulmonary resuscitation, CPR, is an emergency procedure that can help save a person's life if their breathing or heart stops. When a person's heart stops beating, they are in cardiac arrest. During cardiac arrest, the heart cannot pump blood to the rest of the body, including the brain and lungs. Death can happen in minutes without treatment. Our heart is an amazing organ. It works hard for us every second of every day, delivering blood and oxygen to every cell in our body. But when sudden cardiac arrest strikes, our heart suddenly and unexpectedly stops beating effectively and blood flow stops. Without any intervention, the brain, vital organs, and our heart will begin to die. Beginning CPR is the person's only chance of survival. Brain damage will start to set in within 4 minutes, and after 10 minutes, brain damage becomes irreversible. The power to save a life is truly in your hands. Performing CPR accomplishes 2 critical things. 1. Compressions move oxygenated blood to the brain to keep the brain alive. 2. Compressions keep blood and oxygen moving to the heart muscle itself so that it has the best chance of resuming a normal electrical rhythm after a shock is delivered. As you begin compressions, you are creating an artificial pump and doing the work of the heart manually. With each good effective compression, you are building up pressure in the system, which will move blood around the heart and up to the brain. It does take time to get the blood moving with CPR, so it is very important to push hard and push fast to build the pressure up, which keeps blood going to the brain. Pushing down at least 2 inches allows for the heart to be squeezed and blood to move out. Pushing at a rate of 100 to 120 compressions per minute is necessary to keep blood pumping. Let's see what happens when we take our hands off the chest. Blood stops moving to the brain. It is for this reason that if you are taking your hands off the chest to deliver breaths or switching roles, it is critical to minimize time off the chest. Watch what happens when we don't push deep enough. Blood does not reach the brain. The same is true if we do not push fast enough. Watch what happens when we push too fast. The heart does not have time to refill with blood, therefore not enough blood gets pumped out. Watch what happens when we don't allow the body to decompress and allow the chest to fully recoil. The heart does not have a chance to refill with blood, therefore no blood gets pumped out. So remember, the key purpose of delivering compressions is to keep oxygenated blood moving within the heart and up to the brain. To keep the brain alive, we need to push hard and push fast in the center of the chest. If ribs break, that's okay. What's not okay is allowing the brain to die from a lack of oxygen. So remember, you are their only hope. Do the best you can and don't give up until medical help arrives or a need is present. CPR uses chest compressions to mimic how the heart pumps. These compressions help keep blood flowing throughout the body. Cardiac arrest is not the same as a heart attack. A heart attack happens when blood flow to the heart is blocked. A person having a heart attack is still talking and breathing. This person does not need CPR, but they do need to get to the hospital right away. Heart attack increases the risk for going into cardiac arrest. Learn some surprising facts about CPR, cardiac arrest, and how you can be prepared to help save a life. 1. CPR saves lives. Currently, about 9 in 10 people who have cardiac arrest outside the hospital die. But CPR can help improve those odds. If it is performed in the first few minutes of cardiac arrest, CPR can double or triple a person's chance of survival. 2. Certain people, including people in low-income, Black and Hispanic neighborhoods, are less likely to receive CPR from bystanders than people in high-income white neighborhoods. Women may also be less likely to receive CPR if they experience cardiac arrest in a public place. Cardiac arrests often happen at home. About 350,000 cardiac arrests happen outside of hospitals each year, and about 7 in 10 of those happen at home. Unfortunately, about half of the people who experience cardiac arrests at home don't get the help they need from bystanders before an ambulance arrives. If you see cardiac arrest happen, call 911 right away and then do CPR until medical professionals arrive. Keep reading to learn how to perform CPR. 3. You don't need formal training to perform CPR. You don't need a special certification or formal training to perform CPR, but you do need education. If cardiac arrest happens to someone near you, don't be afraid, just be prepared. Follow these steps if you see someone in cardiac arrest. Call 911 right away. If another bystander is nearby, save time by asking that person to call 911 and look for an automated external defibrillator (AED) while you begin CPR. AEDs are portable machines that can electrically shock the heart and cause it to start beating again. Give CPR. Push down hard and fast in the center of the chest at a rate of 100 to 120 pushes a minute. Let the chest come back up to its normal position after each push. The American Heart Association recommends timing your pushes to the beat of the song "Stayin' Alive." This method of CPR is called hands only and does not involve breathing into the person's mouth. Continue giving CPR until medical professionals arrive or until a person with formal CPR training can take over. Learn more about the hands-only method of CPR from American Heart Association. If you want to gain confidence in performing CPR, consider taking a class or attending a training. Find training or a course near you.